Yeah, good day, welcome to Mostnet Design in the continuation of our modern use design that we were working on. In this particular tutorial, in the last episode, we were able to design ground floor for the client side, so which is the entrance. From the entrance, we have living. So we just like create the idea plan according to functionality. So if you want to go on from there, these are the normal dimension. So you can just like make use of, so that we not go out of scope of what we are doing. So this is how is this. So this is, so you'll be able to maintain that standard. So remember the whole overall length and breadth of the whole site. So this is just a temporary site for that use, so you can continue to do whatever you want to do. So if you want to know the whole, that is 12 meter to be used. Now let's move on to the now we want to design a tenant side of it. So just 2 bedroom to be precise. So straightforward, not anything. So we are going to start. So before we do, we have to get the staircase. Where will the staircase stay? Since we have the stair part of this one at this level, so we have to get the stair part at this part too. So I'm going to do that by saying offset. Click on modify. So I'm going to say offset. So the whole total address, me just say 2 meter will be okay for me to use it for the staircase. So just say 20,000. So you say. So let's say you get the whole idea here. What did the so now you expand that so that you'll be able to fit in. So just say 2,000. So we now focus on how we'll be able to design this one to fit in for the regular design process. So what do? We say click and say create similar. So create similar. Now since we have the same grid here, we're going to follow this grid to the next part. So I'm going to switch this grid to the last part, this particular line. So that's a grid because the wall fall into space. So in this one now I have that in place. So the next is that what I'll do, let me just say I have to decide to get the whole area of this. So this is not a permanent fit for now, just like I'm getting the whole diagram ready. So I'm going to say from here I'll be like, okay, since I have this from here, so the whole total length of this is 38. So let me just say so I'm going to create my rooms using this side to create the rooms. So this one is, let's see, come here. Good. So this one I'm going to divide it into two and get what I need to get. Before then, let me proceed. So I'm going to get this one as my anti. So let me say switching, trim this and get this. So I will bring this to close to this level. Good. So I think now something unique will be followed here. But let me quickly check the dimensions so that I will not do beyond what I needed. So 35, then 35. So let me just like click here and say, let's say 36 or 36.5. So that's good space. So now I have this as 36.5. I have this as living room. Let me quickly create the dining. So say dining here. If I use this place to be kitchen and dining, so before I proceed, let me align the walls so I won't have anything ambiguous towards what I'm creating. So now I have it in place now. So what else do I have here? So this is going to be my kitchen. I mean the dining, kitchen, or whatsoever that I think that it's accurate. So let's say the whole living room is here, but I'm going to increase it a bit. The reason is that this one is going to be bigger than the other. For the reverend, let me return it. I don't want it to be like that. So I just want the grid to be flow and follow through, so that there won't be any too much of problem in the design principle. So now I say this, let me just align this, push it a little bit back. So now the living room size is this. Okay, it's now bigger, so which is not ideal. I will not take that. So what I need now is that I will expand this. That's why I say the process is always on. because this client side, this tenant side is like more bigger than the client side design, which is not something that I will condone or will not take that for the piece of it. So I will say just shift it a bit because that living room is too big. So shift this one a bit as well. Understand? So what I have now is the now you align this to this position. Okay. Now align the everything so that they will all join together. Now I'm in the space of doing what I need to do. So as I have this one now, what else do I need to do? So I need to have kitchen and a dining. So I'm going to break this into two. This is going to just create this and say break into two. So I'm going to say align. Then this to align to this place too. So I have 6 meter by almost 5 meter here. It's a big area to be play with. So almost 3 meter to 4 meter in this particular position as well. So what will I do? Now I need to create here and say there's going to be yeah. So here now I'm going to have something like terrace at this back. Okay, I think that's done. Okay. So what is the problem here? So we'll delete this. So I'm going to have my terrace at this level. So where will since I have my kitchen here, let's say what is the total size of this? 3 meter for the dining. I think it's okay. Now I need to have my store. This one is 4 meter, very long. So let's say I have my door on this level. That kitchen is the size of the. So since I have my door here, let me say I have my door here and I have another door in this point. Okay. So then I need to create something that this one did not have store. So I'm going to have a store here. Now remember, I didn't create store for this, so we are going to use the opportunity to have a store for the client side. So just say, and then you put the store on this level for this one. So this is the store. So now the whole size of the kitchen is a little bit more reduced than before. So this is for something. So now we have this in place. Let's quickly do the needful by introducing doors, entrance to most of them. How did they enter? They enter from here. I'm going to change this one to double door later. So the entrance is to this particular one. Outside it should be, but because this one is downstairs, so we cannot put it outside. Just need to do so, put it inside here. So from inside we access that. So here I'm going to put access to this particular one to be in between to face one another, not to get indoor, but it's only decided by something. I can do it the way it's more pleasing because I want more space. Let me just say click here so there will be enough space for this so there will be enough space. Then you divide this into two. So check the one that is more bigger, the one that is less bigger. So now this one is going to be for master and this one is going to be for whichever. So I'm going to say door, click the same thing. So entrance is going to be here, then entrance to the toilets here, then the same thing here, and then entrance here to from the dining you enter into the living room, to the bedroom. So you get the whole idea now. So that's it, so that you'll be able to accommodate more space for the. So now I'm going to reduce this kitchen so that because of dining, because there's no more as much access in this dining now. So I'm going to say because the kitchen is big, it's long enough, so we should be able to accommodate whatsoever that the tenant has. So the dining is going to be here, the living room here, this is the store to be precise. So I will just let me just give this one this way, in this manner. So here is the living room. Just borrow this. So I have issue. Now the issue where I have here is that I've already created that. I'm going to join this one together now. So what I need to create now, join this one together as well. No, I don't need to join this one. I'm going to open this place. So click here and say let there be entrance, terrace at that level. So I'm going to have this connected. So this is my store, but I don't want, I have to reduce everything, join together to fix up. Okay, so I don't want a situation whereby I think I'm done with this now. Okay, so what I do here is I select this, go inside here, say place, no, not good, place similar, then you put your door here. Understand? Depends on the way you are feeling it, so you can just put your door at that level, so that this place is not going to be a dead area. You can just like have a little bit of a V shape, L shape here, and sometimes like L shape here, so that there won't be any block way. So when you enter here, you have the whole space for circulation. So let's quickly do small annotate so that we represent that we're not doing interior design of kitchen. So our construction is not going to be, our construction is how the whole space will be functioning. So that has already explained what we want to do. So here now we do the same thing here. So we have L shape in what, in format. So double L shape in opposition of each other. So they are opposing each other in the, so S shape here and S shape there. I think that is a bit okay. So now I have all this thing in place. This is going to be for staircase. So this is going to be for staircase as well. So for this now I've done what I need to do. So let me just copy so that I will represent that in the space. So I have room, bedroom, copy this as well. Just say copy here. So just have it as room. Room is room. So you click and say room like that. So if you feel like when you are doing your thing for your clients, you understand you've done a lot, you can learn from them. Just like you want to keep doing things so that you'll be able to learn as you are creating the kind of different kind of residential for yourself. Now if you are not appreciative, if you, this one is, you can try to divide this into you understand. So you bring the door, you enter here, but it will look modern. Since we have enough space, there's no need of doing this one. That's why I have to bring this into place. That's the way I design that for the client. So architecture, model in place, components, then select whatsoever that is befitting. So I'm going to say here solar tree. So you put one solar tree here and then put another solar tree here. Understand? Good. So the next is that you select maybe what's in hand basin. You have one, so what's in hand basin, this is it. So if you don't have the modern one, you can just use this particular one. Then you change the rotation part, can be here. Yes, let it be somewhere here. Then this one to be, oh sorry, this will be here. This is the better part. So you don't just have to collide with it anytime you enter, because sometimes all the mechanical parts, they follow what architecture design. They don't have to bother by themselves, they just design straight up because it's from the template you have already presented. So the next is to get a WC. I don't think I have WC here. Okay, I have one. So this is my WC. I can now use it. Okay, and I have WC. So you see now, so I'm going to put WC here, but this is the, now you imagine where the window of this will be. This is going to lie within the stair part of this, and the same thing for the window of this top. This is what we're going to have here. So you have the anteroom for the visitor toilet there. I think we are done with the whole paparazzi and everything. So what I have here is that I will copy, say copy here now, use it and call it store. That is the client side store. So the store for the clients. So and then we have store we have store now for the tenants. So remember, there is no cantilever in this house. The way the whole thing will be, because there is no any extra cost for it, because it's going to rent them the same amount of money. So there's no need of going there. So until room, this is the visitor toilet, and we have visitor toilet here. So you can just bring this and say toilet, and just it will be here. Yeah. So that is it. So the if you wonder where the control ventilation, all these are what's connected the ventilator, especially the rooms. We have heat, we have heat here, we have the room that flows here, that flows here. So the kitchen and everything is being in place. So that is how far the whole things look like from here. So you can just like borrow the bed, create similar, and then say save, and so have the issue like that. So save, then you save this, and you put it here too to save. So the dining, can get the dining here and say copy, then we paste it here. So all were equal. The kitchen cabinet is available to, you can make use of it by doing together and put it here. All being will be equal. So you see that the whole template is now going together. So the whole total length of this building, you can, so that for you that you are following through, you want to know how you do. So this is it. So you still maintain our 3 meter and 3 meter according to the line. So that is just it is. So later we go on and design as far as much possible. So we have the client and the tenant side here now. So you can just like get the full length. The tenant side, we have it here. This is this. Then we have the client side. So I think the next thing that we are going to do in the next tutorial is to focus on the client side, the rooms upstairs, the first floor room. That is it. But this one is going to repeat itself at the upper floor, and we're going to do everything at once. So the moment that I will go, what's going to focus more on this one, I'll be able to create what is PVT. So thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial. We appreciate all your effort. Kindly subscribe to this channel if this is the first time you are seeing us. So do not forget to share, at the same time like. Put comments whatsoever you need that to know I've forgotten. Just always write comments. Even though it's thanks you can just give, just put it there. It's more and it's more helpful. God bless you.